Today, Ontario's chief medical officer recommended cancelling all gatherings of 50 people or more. That has an impact on restaurants, churches, but other events like weddings and trade shows. I'm Cristina Howorun outside of the International Centre in Mississauga, which was refusing to refund one organization who was forced to cancel because of COVID-19. Now, that was the case up until very late this afternoon when they were offered a refund, but only after City News got involved.
We have canceled the event. I mean, regardless of the penalties, and we'd rather not pay the penalties, but, if we have to eat that cost, well, I guess we're going to be stuck fighting with them, with the lawyers, but we're going to do the responsible thing.
The Ontario Motor Coach Association, along with a few other organizations, was planning to host the Ontario Transportation Expo at the International Centre next month. It's a showcase for the tourism and busing industry. Now, they were expecting about 500 people from all over North America and even Europe. But when people were advised to avoid gatherings of 250 or more, they pulled the plug. They say the International Centre wasn't on board.
Their response has been that it's merely a recommendation from the government rather than a direction from the government or an actual regulation.
That means the OMCA, a not-for-profit, would be on the hook for the cost of the reservation. It's not only this group that's suffering. We spoke with other conference halls that are refusing to refund hall rentals for weddings, proms, and other events, in part because there's been no official governmental order banning large events. Even though today, Ontario's Chief Medical Officer of Health recommended no more gatherings of 50 people or more. In an email from last Friday, an International Centre sales manager told the OMCA that the government's recommendation is just that, advice, stating at this point it does not change our cancellation policy. It looks like at this point they're recommending. Last night, the vice president of sales offered alternative dates, but no word of refunds. And even late this afternoon, sent City News a statement reading, the International Centre is following the guidelines and recommendations of the province of Ontario pertaining to mass gatherings. It is our desire to work with our clients to postpone and reschedule events wherever possible. However, if a client cannot reschedule, the International Centre is working with each one individually on the cancellation of their event in order to reach a mutually satisfactory agreement. Chris McDonald from the Ted Rogers School of Management says convention centers and businesses should be prepared for losses.
I think, there surely will be losses that will never be recouped. And some events can be rescheduled, but places that are used to being booked all the time aren't going to be able to find times to hold those events at whenever it is in the perhaps quite distant future when it becomes okay to hold large public gatherings again.
Now, just before broadcast, the Ontario Motor Coach Association called City News and said, yes, the International Centre has offered them a full refund after weeks of trying. Now, they say that this is all because of City News. We're not sure if this refund is being offered to other groups in similar positions.